Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. This is your friend Kelly. This is a different video. I'll probably toss this in my paracord list. But I had a mold. It's my extra large, I guess, would be small, medium, large. Yeah, double. We'll say double extra large. But I had put what is a chrome brushing inside of it. And if you see these lines, that's what that is. But when I originally did it, I did the whole inside and poured it and put black in, and it did this reflective whatever. But it didn't all peel back off, so it was kind of jacked. And I'm getting goobers on myself from my black pigment. But anyway, this is like the third pour after, and the last two pours in between, none of this came off, and it had like a rough patch where it wasn't smooth because of this being on it, so the resin didn't set smooth because it was against something rough. This time I figured one more time, if it doesn't work, I'm going to pitch the mold and see if I can find another one, because they didn't have them available last time I looked. But this time, the majority of all of it came off, so I can use the mold again. So, positive. But this one, I just put extras if I felt like it. I usually mix more resin, but usually I do the little. I'll put the extras into the little skulls that I make, the small or extra small. Maybe I should, that's what these should. That's where the black's coming from. That's coming from that. There we go. But sometimes those pigments just don't set up properly. Anyway, what extra pours I have, I'll do these with. So, but occasionally I'll do, if I have quite a bit of it left, I'll do multi pours where I start with whatever. And this one I thought actually turned out pretty cool, and I figured I'd show you guys this. And I don't know how well you can see this. Let me get a flashlight that is actually the clear portion. I had a little bit of clear that I was pouring and some red I was pouring, and it kind of, since they were both liquidy, it kind of went in together and makes it look like an ooey gooey bloody mess in there. I thought that actually turned out kind of cool. But plus the green is glow. The green portion through there and part of the nose is glow. But I just thought I'd just show you some of the extra, what goes with the extra resin that I have leftovers, and I sometimes do weird stuff like this. Actually, let me see if I still have my other one. Yeah, so you can see more what I'm talking about with the, where this came off and actually worked good. See this one? This is the chrome one that I kept that didn't turn out at all. It was all jacked up, but I tried taking a little bit of extra resin and kind of poured it over the top. That's why it looks like it's kind of runny and bubbly through here, because this was real rough where the chrome didn't take. But see, I was wanting that chrome because it kind of did a color difference depending on what angles and stuff you did it at. But I know sometimes that stuff doesn't show up well on the thing. But needless to say, like I said, this is jacked up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, it was still kind of cool, and I decided to keep it instead of toss it, but it's not something that I would sell, obviously. And I'm not going to do that, brush the chrome on the inside of the mold again, even though it should turn out cool, but it didn't. I was upset with this one. And I was afraid that mold was gonna end up being completely jacked up, but it actually, because I washed it and tried to clean it as good as I could, and that stuff just stayed in there. And finally, on this one, it actually came off, and I'm tickled that I actually got my mold back. But anyway, just to let you guys see, my husband really liked this, especially liked the glow portion. I'm actually surprised he didn't say, how about doing a layer of the different colored glows when you mix stuff up, mix extra, and do just multicolored layers of just a pure glow one. If he watches this video, which he does watch them, that'll probably be his next suggestion. Anyway, we'll say extra small, basically a 1 inch. Small, which these are the ones that I do beads with, that do a decent sized bead, and also the ones that Mr. Jimmy actually suggested doing little knife stands, and I do that too. Medium. I don't know how well this is going to be showing on here. Let's do it like this. I need something to prop those up against, so you can get an idea of size difference. So you figure small, extra small, small, medium. We'll do large. And now the extra large. So now that I got this mold back, I will be able to do the bigger ones that I wanted to do before. But those are the sizes that I have available. And of course, the larger you get, the more expensive they get, the more product it uses, etc., etc. But anyway, there you go. You guys have a wonderful day. Many hugs, many kisses, much love. Your friend Kelly. Bye-bye.